Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. The most effective player. The most effective player. Now, I'm just sharing this because, I know some guys will probably hear this or see the title and say, oh, I'm going to see what I can do. And it's tough. Now, without mincing words, the most effective player is that type of man who can actually read women better than a psychologist. Because he ain't looking at her body or like her general, what she wearing or stuff like that, even like her general behavior. He's reading and he's looking for openings. He's looking for openings. He's looking for psychological openings, psychological tells that he knows that he can get in there. Even if, like, in general, he wouldn't be her type. But you know what I said in my last sit-down episode about that. But see, he even goes beyond that. He goes beyond that. He's looking at her behavior, her tells, her body language, what she's saying, what she's talking about, probably getting into her social class, her subculture, whatever. And he's looking at all of that and he's using it for himself. His game ain't like being the most handsome dude or being super tall or anything like that. He knows how to get close. He knows how to get past the defenses. See, understand something. Most women had defenses up because they don't want to be hurt. They don't want their heart broken. But see, this guy, he looking at her and he's like, oh, okay, she got this issue, or she got this daddy issue, or she wants some attention, or you know what? She got an abandonment issue, or she got a control issue. Oh, okay, let's hypothetically say control issue. He might give her the illusion that she's in control. Or she wants a guy that she wants to keep at a distance. He'll keep just that distance from her. Or she wants like perfection. Or a guy who's not gonna dig below the surface. She just wanna give the surface, whatever her surface image is. He won't dig below the surface. Cause he'll read her and say, nah, I ain't gonna ask her that question. I'm gonna let her stay right where she at. Because you get some guys like that, they ain't interested in anything more. All they looking for is just that sex, whatever they want sexually. So they'll give her what she wants. Like I said, and when I say better than a psychologist, let's just be real. Sometimes they might even be psychologists. I'm aware of one player that dude was a psychologist, and he knew just how to read this one particular woman he was dealing with. He knew everything, but he was effective. He knew what to say, how to say it, whatever. And he just took his time. And see, sometimes you get some guys like that. They'll just take their time with a woman because they ain't rushing. They'll sit there, they'll talk with her, everything. They look for all the weaknesses, and then, some of them, well, most of them, they'll like exploit that weakness over a period of time. Now, some of them, they might say, oh, okay, she that type, she want that guy real quick. They might give it real quick to her. And they're effective because they don't get caught up in like all women are alike or any problem. And shoot, they might even wait a couple years. They might not do anything for a couple years with that woman, but they just marinating her and everything. They getting into her psychology. They doing it. Now I know some dudes will probably be like, well, how can I do that? If that's not you, ain't nothing I can do to teach it. But you get some dudes who, maybe they've been around some people. Some dudes are natural psychologists. They can just read people, Some dudes might actually study psychology, Psychologists, regular psychologists who study that, they can be dangerous because they looking at the people, And they don't even have to be regular Western psychology. You might get somebody who knows how to read people's star signs or something. You know, they can figure it out. They're looking at the behavior. It's like, oh, this person. Okay, this is what I need to do. You know, and one thing about those effective players, one thing they can do, they're very good actors. They can put on the act for whatever they need. Like I said, if the woman got like a control issue, oh, they can give her that. Or she got an abandonment issue, they can give her that. Or she got an issue where she might want to stay distant from a person, they can give her that. Or, you know, or you get some women out here. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was talking about women cheating. Some women are like that. You get some women, they will naturally cheat. They will naturally cheat. You know, they in rebellion against their main guy, but they will go, you know, they always go for that guy who's go against the grain of what they should get. Like say a woman is, you know, she grew up in an upper middle class environment, but she's rebelling against it. So he might be that rebel, you know, or that woman, she looking for that perfection. He might, at least on the surface, show that perfection. You know, it could be myriad things. But he'll take his time. He'll sit back and look at it. He ain't gonna talk to her right away. You know, at least some of them, unless they can do a quick read. Unless they can do a quick read. And people like that, I mean, all he's doing is manipulating her. And I'm saying they're effective because you get some guys, they just go out and they'll just talk, they'll just shoot their shot at 100 women or something and see what they get. And they'll get something. But I'm saying effective. Effective players are more like snipers. You know, they know what they'll look at the woman and they'll say, oh, okay, she's this or that. You know, they might read her and say, oh, okay, she average looking. She ain't used to getting attention. But then they reading her to the point, it's like, nah, they ain't gonna give her that much attention. Just enough attention, you know? Or they look at that real beautiful woman, it's like, oh, okay, she's used to all these guys talking to her, let me pull back away. They're gonna do whatever, And they very effective. Now, I ain't saying they good, bad, or whatever, they just exist. Unfortunately, some of them can be on some evil shit, unfortunately, you know? Some of them just, at best, some of them just want to get that pussy. Hey, it is what it is, but what they doing is that whole psychology thing. They ain't, like one of the things with them in general, and any man could use this, all women ain't the same. All women ain't the same. They realize each woman is different. And indeed, one of those effective players, they might meet that woman who's trying to be different from everybody else. They'll acknowledge it. They'll acknowledge it, say, oh, you different and stuff. Knowing that's gonna turn the woman on, you know? Another woman, you know, might just want somebody to listen to her. Hey, this dude will be the best listener. He's gonna read whatever. And I'm just sharing that. And like I said, I ain't trying to say just be that. You know, I'm just giving you a perspective. There's a lot more out there than it's talked about on a regular basis, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.